Bonjour Taurus and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your messages from your ancestors. So I hope you are doing well. Now please bear in mind that those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. So take what resonates and just drop the rest. If you're interested in the cards I'm using, they are all linked in the description box below. So what do we have for my Taurus querents, please? What do they need to hear from their ancestors? So your first message is card 32, tangibility, make your dreams real. You also have card 20, oblivion, open your arms. And 34, ubuntu, compassion for others. Let me put my oracle deck to the side. Okay. So there is a clear message from your ancestors here that it is time for you to manifest, to go on the right life path, basically. Because what we dream of is our deeper inner calling. And right now you're not doing that. And if you're interested in numerology, card 32 diminishes to number 5, which is the number of change. And when you look at the artwork on this beautiful card, she's kind of blindfolded, not really seeing how to make it happen. And there's all of those clouds here, which make it, even less real, basically, less tangible in the physical realm on how to make the dream real. And they're giving you advice. They're telling you open your arms. They're saying that they're here supporting you, and that what you need to do is go with the flow, not resist, because things are going to happen. So there's this idea of being completely open, because you can see on this card she is kind of folded. The arms are folded and she doesn't look open, and that's the point of it. It's really to open yourself up. You also have this card of Ubuntu, which talks about compassion for others. So there may be some people around you who have done things, and maybe things that weren't quite right, and that's just for some of you, but I have to mention it. And your ancestors are asking you to show compassion to them, to try and see it from their point of view. Because when people do things that hurt us, obviously we're in pain, so we don't really have the time nor the energy to turn around and think, okay, why did they do that? And sometimes it's just because they're just pure evil. Okay, it doesn't happen, but very often someone who is not nice is somebody who's in pain. And that's why your ancestors are talking to you about having compassion. Even opening your arms could be to do with somebody. For some of you, there's a message here, I have to say it. You may have had a friend or a family member or a romantic partner who's hurt you, and they're telling you that, and obviously this is just an advice, okay? You are sovereign of your life, you have free will, that you should welcome them back. Open your arms because they regret it. If you look at this picture, you've got the leaf in the eye, there's a tear. Also, card 34 diminishes to number 7, which is the number of evaluation, which gives you experience and then the confidence to move forward. So this is a card of learning. And so for some of you, there is somebody who may have hurt you and they regret it. And you're being advised, to open your arms. And maybe your dream is to be to have these people, this person specifically, back in your life, whatever the case may be. I'm reading for quite a few of you, so obviously the messages are not going to resonate with all of you. It depends. But I'm going to clarify all of this with the tarot now. So can you clarify those messages for my Taurus querents, please? Sorry, that was a big pile of cards. I don't take big piles. Okay. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. We also have the Knight of Wands. And the Hangman, and this is a major arcana. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, we have the Devil, another major arcana. Okay, so half of your tarot cards here are major arcana. Now the minors, they deal with the day-to-day event, people and situation, whereas the major deal with big energy on your life path. And, you know, they also have an energy that's going to be more, sorry, I've just kicked my tripod, that's going to last longer. So the Devil is a limiting energy. The Devil can either be something that's inner or outer. So if it's an outer, it can be a person who's just not nice, or you know, like when you're stuck in a codependent relationship, that kind of thing. It can represent also a negative pattern of behavior that's being repeated. But then the Devil can also be inside, you know, like the temptations, the things that you know tempt you, or also when we talk negatively to ourselves, you know, like things we say to ourselves that we would never dream of saying to someone else, like, you know, you don't deserve to be happy, or you're not good enough, or do you really think you can make your dreams come true? Of course not, that kind of thing. So this card is here to tell you that right now your ancestors are telling you quite evidently it's time for you to manifest, you know, what's going to make you happy, what's going to fulfill you, and not to listen to this little devil here, whether it's someone in your environment or whether it's you talking negatively to yourself and, you know, having doubts, having fears. Because I'm not getting at all, you know, sometimes the devil is substance abuse. I'm not getting this message at all. I'm really getting the doubt, the fear, and I'm talking about the self-doubt within yourself of making this happen. And I can see it clearly with the Nine of Swords here, because the Nine in Tarot represents achievement or attainment, and swords being the mental realm. This is to do with truths that are exposed, the knowledge that you gained, your thoughts, your views on the world. And the Nine of Swords is a card that really talks about being worried, being stressed, even sometimes having lost hope, basically, and overthinking things, not being able to get a mental break. And that's why, to me, it's the card of courage, of looking at a situation, a relationship, a fact, or dreams that you want to make real, for instance, and accepting those that for what they are thoughts, they are not manifested yet, and so there is no need to worry or be anxious about something that's not there yet. Besides, when we feel negatively, or when we think negatively, we manifest negative things in our lives. And I'm not saying this is an easy thing to avoid. I'm just saying that this is what the cards are saying, you know, that with this devil, the self-doubt that I'm getting, the fear, this is creating overthinking, worries, and obviously this is not good for you. You know, you need to face up to whatever it is that's blocking you and accept it for what it is. You're nearly there, because the Ten of Swords is the ultimate release. It's when you just let it go. Now, under the open your arms, you've got the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, I did say that there might be somebody who's hurt you, and the advice, you know, is to be open to them coming back and showing compassion to them, because we never know how much somebody else hurts, you know, and some people are very good at hiding it. So this Knight of Wands could be this person coming back. Now, this is a general reading, so obviously no genders attached. It could be male or female. It's somebody who represents the characteristic of this court card, or the energy. And the Knights represents things moving forward, action being taken. Wands is fire energy, so this is passion, desire, willpower. The Knight of Wands is someone who's going to go for it. If he or she, if they want something, they're just going to go for it. They're not going to wait. They're not going to think about all of the little steps that are necessary to get somewhere. They're just going to follow their passion and you know, not question it. So this could be this person who's hurt you. Alternatively, it could be you, you know, deciding, okay, you know, when you free yourself from this Nine of Swords energy, I'm going to go forward. I want to make my dreams come true. So it could be you, you know, getting that push, you know, you know, that little thing that just ignites you is what I'm hearing in my head. So it could be that, you know, and embracing it with opened arms and just going for it. And under compassion for others, you've got the Hangman, which is your second major arcana. Now, there are layers to the cards, obviously depending on where they are in the spread and so on. But the Hangman can talk about having to release something, letting go of something so that you may move forward. Because it's that notion of having to make a little sacrifice so that things may move. Because right now with the Hangman, there's a limbo, there's a period of not moving. And this is all coming from whatever this person has done to you, if you are in this situation, or if it is because you are afraid of making your dreams come true, of manifesting, for whatever reason, you're overthinking it. This is why you're stuck. When you turn your back on this devil energy and you free yourself from the Nine of Swords, and you open yourself up, then you will be able to release. And I'm not saying this is easy energy, but this is the advice. And this release will come, particularly if we're talking about this person who's hurt you, when you accept what happened for what it is and you show compassion to them. You know, you use your empathy, basically, is what I'm saying. So that's what I've got. I'm going to close out your reading with a couple of messages. Can we have some final messages for my Taurus querents, please? Final messages, please. This card here. So you have the last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. You see, I was really getting this. That this really needs to be worked through, and there's something that needs to be released for you to move forward. So if you do visualizations or even rituals, the last quarter moon is the best time to do that. So the advice is to work for your feelings, and I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck for you. You have the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. So, you know, you are fully capable of manifesting whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whether it's forgiving somebody and having a relationship back with them, or whether it's just something that's very dear to you. But you need to work through that. Instead of obsessing, you know, in the mental realm, it needs to be in the heart space, and there needs to be some kind of release and opening, basically, for you. And just trust that everything's going to be okay. Your ancestors are telling you, trust us, we're there for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If this message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I always appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.